Hey you guys, welcome to Rock Reiki. It's me, Michelle Crisanti, and it is Tuesday, so that makes it Teeny Tiny Tarot Tuesday. Yay! Magic! The magician jumps right out of the deck. I'd say we're off to a really good start. Today is also the day before the new moon, so I want to talk a little bit about that. Part of what I'm doing here, part of what the energy work and Reiki system and the things that I do are about is about timing. So finding timing in your life, finding ways to incorporate the things you want to create as habits, as um, you know, your directive, as your business or whatever, finding time to make that happen in your life. So that's what the cards are about. It can be about getting you insight, and timing with the moon is having a framework. So every 30 days, I have the opportunity to make a shift in whatever plan is going on. And tomorrow is one of those times where I step back and take a look at what's going on. So the new moon is going to be in Gemini because the sun is in Gemini, and the new moon is always in the same sign as the sun. Oh, say that 10 times fast. um, so Gemini New Moon is going to want to talk about communication. Gemini is the sign of communication, of short distance travel, of networking, of getting into your groups, into your community, and sharing what you know. So hey, thanks for showing up. Um, Timing with Gemini Moon, your Gemini is all about who is in your network. Who do you need to communicate? How are you communicating? What are you communicating? This is a really good time to make lists and write down what it is your intention is. This is a really good time to get focused in your intention and to be able to communicate that with yourself and with the ethers and with each other so that you can gather support and grow, 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 grow. This job, teaching Reiki and making sure that people understand, helping people understand these systems, for me is my life's work. I came on the other day after the suicide of Anthony Bourdain and Kate Spade and talked a little bit about mental health and how we need coping skills. And for me, these are the coping skills. These are the tools that I use in order to not stay stuck or get, just wallow in fear or depression or anger or anxiety or whatever. These are the tools that I use to get inspired and stay inspired. And that's what I want to do with you. Inspire you to live your best life. Cool. It's really not that hard. It is a practice. So I'm going to pull 3 cards because at the new moon, this is my inspiration. 3 cards. The first one is kind of like the situation and how it's going. Card number 2 will be about the challenge to that. And number 3 is what we have to look forward to, or what's kind of looming in the distance. So let's go. Card number 1. Ooh, ouch. Have you been feeling defeated? Oh my goodness, this is a really heavy card. It may feel like you're down in the dumps. It may feel like the dark night of the soul. This person has all these swords in their back, and they are placed very deliberately. This guy didn't just like die on the beach. Somebody, that's like ritual. And this is also a card about martyrdom and feeling like a martyr or feeling like the burdens are too heavy to bear. And this would call on like that, what we talked about with the suicide and that feeling of depression and anxiety. What do we do about that? I deal with people coming into my day job all the time that are like, I have this anxiety and I need to take care of it. I just want to sit them in the chair, and I do sit them in the chair and say, okay, let me talk you through this. Let's take a nice deep breath, because that lightens things up immediately. When you're pressed, repressed, when you're pushing yourself down, when you feel depression, that is all about feeling the density and feeling the heaviness. So what do we want to do? Enlighten up. Enlighten up. That's just simply bringing air to the situation, bringing space to the situation, bringing your awareness to the situation, bringing your breath into your body, being right here, right now in your center. When you are here, you are not in your center. You're at your lowest point. You don't feel like you have the energy. You're not taking your vitamins. You're not feeling the lust for life. And that is a dangerous place to stay. It's gonna happen. Depression happens pretty much to everybody. And if it doesn't happen to you, then count your blessings. When you feel this, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. With the moon in Gemini, think about who is your lifeline. Who is your lifeline? Make yourself be your lifeline to begin with. Then we can take the steps to get out of it. All right, sermon. Card number 2. That's kind of what is the present, what's come out of that situation, insight into that situation on the way out of it. What is the challenge to that situation? This is the 2 of Wands. And this is a card. You see this guy's got the world in his hand. He's got one foot on the ground, but one foot's about ready to leap over and, take the voyage on the ocean. He's figuring out where he wants to go. And that is also, look at that. That's Gemini right there. Those 2 twin tower action, the 2, wands that he's standing in between. That is Gemini. That is the communication of the mortal and the immortal, the earthly and the heavenly, the, land and sea. It is the duality, and it is a place of wonder and the place between. So with this heaviness and whatever's been going on, what is it that you see as the light at the end of your tunnel? What is it you can do? Who is it you can reach out to? And what is it you want to make happen next? This is about making those plans. And now is a perfect time to be making the plans for your next step. All right. Card number 3. The future. Oh, so clearly now. Card number 3. Oh, it's the Page of Cups. And you see he's got a little fish in there, like sending him his little wishes. And cups are about emotions. So this is about a message that's probably incoming, that, you might receive it. You might get a letter. You might get an email. You might get a phone call from someone. Maybe you haven't heard from them in a while. But this usually, look, it's a good one. This is, you're waiting, you're looking for maybe guidance, and this is about inspiration. This is about a message, and it's probably someone you already know going to come and help you with some information that maybe has been missing up until now. So pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to what your intuition is guiding you to. Pay attention to messages you might be receiving from your inner knowing, from your outer knowing, from your friends, from your relations, and be ready for some inspiration to drop in. When the Page of Cups shows up, I also like to draw one more card, because usually they have something else they can show us right now. And I pull 4th card today, the Star. One of my favorites. This is about cosmic consciousness. And again, the land and the sea and the duality and the 2, that divine yes and no and black and white and all of that. You are the conduit in between. We are the bridge between earth and sky. Don't forget your power. When you're feeling in this place right here, the power is within you. Reiki, energy work, timing with the moon, timing with the planets, insight from the cards, all of this can help you, guide you on your journey. My first what is it? Like, call to action is take a breath. First things first. Take a breath. Remember your body. Remember You are light. And remember, we're all in it together. So let's work it out. Let's be who we are, be who we came here to be, and be grateful. Thanks for showing up. I hope this was inspirational for you. And if you want to know more or you want a session, you know where to find me. Thanks for watching. See you soon.